During the break, I was talking to Denny about his life, pen paper company, and what that company meant to Hollywood when The Office started. And how did you guys learn that they were using your location and the idea of a Pennsylvania paper company here in Scranton as the venue for a television comedy?
So they reached out to my dad and said, hey, we're thinking about doing this show about a paper supply company in Scranton. And they reached out to us, and I believe John Krasinski and a few others came in with like a small film crew, and they interviewed my dad, a few employees, and like a lot of the shots that you see in the beginning are actually shots that the actors took, because they were also given cameras. So whatever they were taping, they actually put in there as well.
Wow. And I said, anytime I have someone from out of town come to Scranton, they don't ask about the coal mines, they don't ask about the John Mitchell statue. Where's that building where The Office was filmed? And they're convinced it was done on location.
Oh, I know,
here.
all the time.
And it's amazing. And did that perk your interest in Hollywood and entertaining a little bit?
No, I actually never really watched the show until like a few years before. It was like during when it was popular, I didn't really like it because I was about 14 at the time. So I was like, this is like okay, this is kind of funny. And then a few years later, I started watching. I was like, this is a really funny show. It's like right down my alley for the type of humor. But it's like one of like my favorite shows, and I think I've watched every season countless times. It just never gets old for me.
So, let's see if we can pick up where we left off.
One
with the
more?
Magic tricks.
All right, here we go. We'll do a card trick. Why don't you reach in there and take one out for me? It's one of those, it's okay if I see it. It's not that kind of trick. So we're going to take and have you sign your name. Actually, let's change that up. Let's, like a white card, like a spot card. So if you see like a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something in there.
Okay.
It'll look better on camera.
Okay, gotcha.
So we'll take this one, put it back in, and sign your name really big right across the face. Perfect. Cap that, and we'll dry this off. So it's the only one like it in the whole world. So if you take your 2 of diamonds, would you lift up your cup for me? Perfect. We'll throw it right there, put your cup back down. We'll take another completely random card out, and let's see which one we got here. We have the 7 of spades. We'll put that one right on top. Watch. See the magic happen?
No.
Because now your card is on top.
Wow.
And the 7 of spades is on the bottom.
Amazing. Amazing. That's my card.
It is.
There was a movie recently, and I can't remember the name of it.
Now you see it.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Now you see me, now you don't?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I have not seen that movie yet.
It is a great movie. It really is.
I have a lot of people who are very mad at me for not seeing that movie already.
Yeah, it's one of those things. You see it, you'll want to see it 3 or 4 times.
I'm going to have to, because now they're coming out with Now You See It Too. So,
Oh, really?
Or Now You See Me,
I'll
Now
have
You
to
Don't
watch
Too.
for that.
So.
Yeah. But it was great. Do we have anything else?
We do. We will continue with the card tricks. Would you like to put like a date on there or anything else, or do you want to leave it?
We'll leave it.
Yeah.
You got a pen?
I do. I got a pen.
There we go.
Push. There you go.
That hard. 23.
23rd. Perfect. You can tell your viewers too, we did not prearrange anything at home or before the show with your signature. But if we take the 2 of spades, or 2 of diamonds, sorry, and it goes roughly about halfway down into the pack, and we do a secret move, which looks like this. Actually makes the card jump right back up to the top.
Wow.
It's great for poker.
Yeah.
I went too fast, I'll slow it down. Here we go. 2 of diamonds, goes back down to the middle. No funny moves yet. Right about there. Comes right back up.
Wow.
I still went a little too fast. We'll slow it down. We'll go super slow just for you, Todd. Here we go. 2 of diamonds, your name on it. Take it, push it in there all the way for me.
Amazing. So, when you go to Hollywood, your routine is comedy and magic.
Yeah,
right?
it's magic, mind reading, comedy. It's a little difficult. It's going to take. I've been practicing now, and it's going to take me at least probably till right when I go out, but I only have 90 seconds to audition. I do have a special pass where I don't have to wait in line or anything because somebody from the NBC executive team, not sure who or how, even the casting director was like, I don't know who saw your stuff, but this was on my desk and said, call him.
Wow.
So I get a private audition, so I get to skip the whole line. And then once I'm there, I still only get 90 seconds, but I get about 10, 15 minutes to sit and talk with the casting directors and like the executives. So I get a lot more time and FaceTime with these people than just 90 seconds and gone.
Have you made up your mind what tricks you're going to do?
I've narrowed it down to a few. Now it's just trying to fit that all into 90 seconds because it's really not that much time. So it's hard to get a little bit of personality across as well there. So. And
I think that's probably as much that they're looking for as the magic in the mind.
Yeah, it's a lot of personality and seeing who the person is and making sure they're like legit, and if they have a good backstory, that always helps as well too. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It doesn't hurt that wasn't NBC the network for The Office?
Does not hurt at all. Who knows if there was some connection there.
So, what do you have on board for the future?
On board for the future, currently in the process of writing a book that will hopefully be out in 2015 about motivation and all that stuff and business and success. Working on some speaking topics so I can start doing some motivational speaking. So as well as the entertainment, offering some motivational speaking and other services as well, team building workshops and things like that.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Abington for high school, and then I was at Marywood for a few years, and then I needed to get out of this area, so I went out to Boston to finish it up, and then came back to good old Scranton.
Well, I'm going to give a commercial for the Kenya School of Management and tell you that it wouldn't hurt for you to go up and see them and take a few courses up there in management techniques, et cetera. Because it sounds like the direction you're going, they will have some of the topics that could be very helpful to you. And it's a great school.
Awesome.
I've been privileged to serve on their advisory board, and I'm amazed at everything they can do. So,
great.
Industry needs performers like you and entertainers like you for a number of reasons, but you hit right on it, that the ability to influence the way people think by using magic, by using comedy, I think is really important. I mean, last night's show that you put on for my office was spectacular, but there was something in there for everybody to learn, and we really enjoyed it.
And it's fun with the big corporate events. They get to take whatever their message is and put it into the show as well. You know, like make like tasteful jabs at like their competition, like fun stuff like that, where it takes it more from like a general show to a more specific event just for them.
And you do all your writing on the comedy stuff.
Yeah, and if I have a bunch of friends all over the country and stuff too. So if I'm trying to work through an idea, I can call somebody up at any hour of the night, and be like, hey, I have this thought. What do you think? And they'll either go, that's awesome, or that's horrible. So it's good to get that feedback as well. And they're like, it has potential, but what if you change this word to this word? It'll be funnier. So little stuff like that.
And most of those people you found through LinkedIn and Facebook.
So I was a dork and went to magic camp when I was younger.
Okay.
And a lot of my good friends I still talk to from there. It was a really prestigious magic camp, Tannen's Magic Camp. It was in Long Island. Now it's in Philly. And David Blaine was there as a kid, Chris Angel, David Copperfield, a lot of those superstars. So I met a lot of them through there. Now with Facebook and stuff, you're on the forums and all that stuff. So if you have something in common with somebody, you add them and you start talking. So
super, great. We come back. I'd like to share a few closing thoughts with you.
Sounds great.
Please stay tuned to You Be the Judge. I'm Todd O'Malley with the law offices of O'Malley and Langen. If I say accident, what do you think? Car crash, falling down the steps, unexpected events. People don't realize most of these accidents aren't really accidents. They're injuries caused by careless third parties. So if you've been hurt at work, call O'Malley and Langen. 1-800-817-COMP. 1-800-817-2667.
If you are disabled and unable to work, you may be entitled to Social Security benefits. In order to obtain benefits, you must prove your disability is severe enough to keep you from working. Social Security is financed through a dedicated payroll tax. If you have been paying taxes, then you have been paying into Social Security. And if you are no longer able to work, you've earned your rights to your Social Security benefits. Call the lawyers at O'Malley and Langen, representing Social Security claimants for a quarter of a century.
Denny, I have a magic trick. I'm going to make your card appear. You noticed it wasn't there before.
Exactly.
But alternate perception of reality.
It's my little catchphrase.
That's kind of neat. And corporate entertainer, mentalist, and magician. And they can find you at dennycorby.com.
Exactly.
Pretty easy to remember.
Yep.
And what are they going to find when they go to your website?
They're going to see a big picture of me, a bunch of the clients that I've worked for, their logos, my promo video that has little snapshots of the whole show, the different services I offer, and contact form to fill out to get in touch with me to talk about their big event.
So I would recommend everyone take a look at Denny Corby. If you work for a company that needs motivation or needs entertainment, Denny's show is absolutely terrific. And suppose you get picked for America's Got Talent. How do we cheer for you?
I have no idea. I did not even think that far, but I'm sure they're gonna.
I can see now. I can see O'Malley and Langan T-shirts. Go Denny, vote Denny, dial.
There we go.
I think it can be an awful lot of fun. And you know, now when I know everybody in my office wanted autographs of all of the things that you did and all of your props, and they're convinced that someday those are going to be worth millions.
Who knows?
And when you hit it big, I'm going to tell anybody and everybody that listen, I discovered them. You be the judge.
You were there in the beginning.
But it'll be, I'm sure it's going to be really exciting. And I hope you'll come back and tell us how it went.
Definitely.
And hope for sure that you get selected. If you get selected, it'd probably be the 2016 season.
2015 season.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
in September 2015?
Yep. So
that'd be awesome.
I might know the end of September or beginning of September, or they might know sooner. It's a very, the ball's in their court, so.
And you'll let us know?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. And thank you for sharing your Sunday morning with us on You Be the Judge. Hi, I'm Todd O'Malley with the law offices of O'Malley and Langan. If I say the phrase life-changing experience, what do you think? Getting married, having a baby, buying a home, all good things. I'll bet you didn't think work injury, and that's a problem with our society. Many people just don't understand that being injured on the job and unable to work can change everything. It can destroy your earning power, hurt your family, damage your health. If you've been hurt at work, call O'Malley and Langan. You'll find there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Our lawyers will find that glimmer of hope and fight back. If you're afraid to make waves, scared of losing your job altogether, call O'Malley and Langan 24/7. Nights and weekends, one of our lawyers will answer the phone. So call 1-800-817-COMP. That's 1-800-817-2667. And remember, we don't get paid unless you win.